Greetings and welcome to Pickled Watermelon Rinds, a guilty pleasure podcast featuring Auntie Joan and Ontie, providing our zesty and marginally mature take on current events, pop culture, and trends. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, Auntie Joan.
Oh, hi there, Auntie. How you are?
I am good, and you?
Well, as my neighbor would say, fair to middlin', mostly middlin'.
Right.
Oh, no, I think he'd say fair to muddlin', mostly muddlin'. He
Oh.
likes to muddle.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
I'm okay.
Good. How was your week?
Yeah, uneventful, which is fine with me. I did get my hairs cut finally.
Very nice. She's all stylish, peoples.
No, I'm not. I think
She's
my
all
brother,
primped and looking pretty.
my brother Jack has more hair than I do. Plus, it's thicker too. How come the boys always get the long eyelashes and the thick hair?
I
Oh, you
don't
have
know.
thick hair too, Auntie.
I do.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes. Everywhere.
Okay, that's TMI. TMI.
Uh-huh.
Well, wait till you get older. It all kind of falls out everywhere. So there you go.
It's already starting. It's fine. Wow, I'm a little disappointed that you didn't bring up the guest you had.
Yes, I have.
Terrible.
Oh, Mr. K. Oh,
Very
yes.
disappointed.
Well, see, he's just such a good little guest. He's very unintrusive and, he didn't worry my neighbors this time, thinking I had fallen and couldn't get up when he starts howling when my alarm goes off.
Did you take out your wonderful little pool?
I hadn't set it up yet. I'm waiting for the grand pups to come.
Oh, they get to use it first, not
They get to use it first.
my special boy
Well, I
doesn't
wasn't
get to.
gonna hook it all up for one night. You know what I mean? Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if any of the pups, the dogs, my boarders, my house guests enjoy it. We'll see.
Indeed.
If not, I've seen where birds actually come and use it for a bird bath. So there we go.
Oh, the birds are moving in. There's a second nest. Remember the nest that I had last year
Yes.
that I took down after they vacated? They rebuilt.
They do that. The same place?
Yes. So I think that the guy bird has two women birds, and that's why I set up the houses so close to each other, one at the front of the house and one at the dog run. And then he could go very easily between the two. I think he's, what's that guy? Nick Cannon. I think he's related to Nick Cannon. He's got baby mamas all over the place.
Or he could be like my relatives who they all managed to buy a house on the same street in Arizona.
Yes, indeed.
And you know who you are, but I know they're not listening, so who cares?
Very nice.
They'll never know I was talking about them.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, all my little fledglings are gone. So, yeah, I'll have to finally clean off the porch one of these days.
There you go.
So anything exciting happened with you? I know why Killian was here.
Yes, I went to see Billy Joel in concert at the Denver Coors Field. It was awesome. I had never really been a Billy Joel fan. Not that I disliked him. I knew some of his songs, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan. But man, that man sounds really, 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 really good for his 75 years and continuing to perform. I mean, he had his residency at Madison Square Garden for 10 years, and that just is coming to an end this summer, or maybe it already did. I don't know. So I had low expectations going into this, and he far exceeded expectations. He sounds perfect. I don't even know how to describe it. He definitely was not lip syncing.
Oh,
And
no, he
no.
wouldn't.
And I
No.
love that he engaged the crowd in between every single song. He talked to us. He told us what year he wrote the song, what it was about before he actually told us the title of it, where he was when he wrote it, things like
Oh,
that. And
I would have liked
he's
that.
very engaging and funny. He's a, typical New Yorker.
Hmm.
He's got his little funny quirks. He had his fly swatter. I guess the flies were bugging him. I don't know what to say, but he had a sporting a fly swatter. It was pretty comical.
Hmm.
Yeah, just a great show. He's got so many songs. I mean, he could have played so many others. But he played a
Yeah, yeah.
solid 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, about 2 hours,
Wow.
10 minutes. Just him,
Wow.
no opening act.
And unless you live in Colorado, especially the Denver area, you don't appreciate the fact that he was singing a mile high altitude,
Yes.
and that in itself, I think, is outstanding.
Yes. After the first song, he's like, right, altitude. So he, he had to take a little breather for a second. But I mean, you couldn't tell when he was singing it. I can tell you that. It wasn't like
Wow.
really inhaling oxygen or anything like that.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
he just waited until the song was over and commented on it. And we're like, oh, yeah. And he did have like I don't know if it was a water. I'm assuming it was water in his like little spray can thing that he did squirt into his mouth pretty much after every song. Because it's so dry. Not only is it high altitude, but very dry climate.
And it
So,
was hot
and it was
too,
hot.
wasn't it?
It was 102 during the day. I think the lowest it got to through the concert. Thankfully, the concert was at night. So, and he waited to come on until about 8:30, so the sun was already going down, which was good. And we got there right. Thankfully, we timed it well, and got there right when came on. So it was
Wow.
already the
Oh.
sun was already going down. But I don't think it got lower than 87 degrees. It was hot.
Ooh. Ooh.
It was a hot.
But it
It
was
was
a
hot.
dry heat.
It was a dry heat, so no humidity, so that definitely helps tremendously,
Yeah.
but still hot. I'm a no higher than 72-degree kind of gal. That's why I love my mountains.
No, I was a fan of Billy Joel's when he first came out. I
Hmm.
remember his first couple albums, and yeah, they were kind of meaningful to me at the time.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
really great show. Highly recommend if he comes to your area, folks. Don't be like, I don't know. Just go. You will not be disappointed. He's still
And
amazingly.
he's had joint concerts with
Hmm.
Stevie Nicks
Hmm.
this year and also Sting.
Yes, that they neither of those appeared at the Denver show.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've seen Stevie Nicks in concert as well recently. I mean, recently meaning in the past 10 years. And she still performs very well and still sings very well. I think she was a little shaky when she first started. This was at Red Rocks, but she definitely got into a rhythm and
Hmm.
sounded really good as the concert went on a little bit more. Yeah, so if you get a chance to see those two together, Jiminy's, I mean, that's a
Yeah, I
show.
did. I did read a review on Stevie Nicks's concerts this year, and really wonderful, wonderful reviews. And she
Hmm.
really engages with the audience also.
Hmm.
It's a little different than going to see Van Morrison in concert, who I've been to a few times. I've gone to see him. He's my all-time male favorite
Yes.
singer. And he walks out, he does his 90 minutes, and he leaves.
Hmm.
No encore. I think the only time he talks between songs is to introduce the band, maybe. And of
Hmm.
course, you can't understand a word he's saying. But then again, I mean, here's another one. He's in his 70s too, and he comes to Denver and performs.
Hmm.
These old people, I give them credit.
I tell you.
Mick Jagger, my gosh, he was here dancing around on stage.
He's the Energizer Bunny. I tell you what, that guy, he's so funny.
And Keith Richards, he's been here since
Since the invention of the wheel.
I think so. I think so. And how they've lasted, they must have had, I don't know, some kind of infusions or blood transfusions and
Maybe.
stuff.
I thought Piano Man was going to be his encore. Piano Man turned out to be the last song of his regular set, to which I thought the concert was over at that point. I really didn't think he was going to have an encore,
Oh,
but the lights didn't come on, and I was like, oh, maybe he is going to have an encore. And man, did he. 4 more songs, all
Really?
high, upbeat, high energy.
Oh my gosh.
It was We Didn't Start the Fire. It was
I love that song.
It's Only Rock and Roll to Me. 2 other ones that you would know. I just don't remember off the top of my head what they were. But I was just so surprised that, most of the concert he was sitting down at the piano, which is great. But for the encore, the end of the show, after he already played for almost 2 hours, that's when he decides to get up. And I mean, he didn't like dance around the stage or anything, but he, was twirling his mic stand and threw it to another stagehand at one point. And I'm like, how? Like you should be exhausted, and at altitude and in the heat. I mean, just compounding. And he never took his suit jacket off, folks, the entire concert long. Not once. He had his suit jacket. And again, it was hot. I don't know how he did it, but he's quite the performer. Highly recommend.
He's a professional.
I highly recommend.
You're a professional performer. You do what it takes to make your
but he could have taken his suit jacket off. Nobody would have given a shit.
Nah.
But as a matter of fact, I would have been like, oh, now I feel better that he's more comfortable. Because I was feeling hot for the poor guy. I'm like, Jesus, you've got to be
Obviously,
steaming.
You've never felt body shame, because I remember years and years driving around in my car or going to work in a suit jacket, or sport jacket in 90-degree weather.
I cared when I was young. I sure as shit don't care now.
Oh, yeah.
He's 75. He shouldn't give a shit either.
Yeah, well, these people, you don't know how
You know what I mean?
They've got egos, That's why they're still where they are,
I guess.
But I'll tell you, one of his songs, And So It Goes. I don't know if you
I don't think he played
song.
that.
So you are aware of that song?
No, but I don't remember any song that had those words in it that night.
It's a ballad. It's beautiful. I heard that driving home from work one night. When I got home, I had to call the radio station to find out what song it was. It was so beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Google And So It Goes. Give it a listen, folks.
There you go.
It's well worth it.
So, yes.
Well,
and
I'm glad you had a good time.
I did. And we stayed downtown. It was Hasey and my friend Lisa and I, and we stayed downtown at a Marriott Residence Inn. And folks, I got to tell you, it's not my first time at a Marriott Residence Inn, and man, they are all the same no matter where they are. They look like they keep, things, good upkeep or maintenance on the buildings from the outside. But yeah, step through that door and man, they all need upgrading.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a little disappointing because you're like, oh, this looks nice. And then you step in, you're like, oh, this'll do. Just meant we didn't have to drive home that night, which was good because traffic was awful. Leaving the venue was a nightmare. It took us an hour and 15 minutes to go a mile and a half. It was terrible.
Wow.
We got through it, but we started the evening going to the Asian Pepper Bistro 2 in Denver, which is one of our favorite, Hasey and my favorite Asian restaurants. It's delicious. If you haven't been, check it out. Apparently there's a second location, but we've only been to the Asian Pepper Bistro 2, and it's delicious and good cocktails, and we highly recommend the minty cucumber.
You had cocktails?
Yeah, a few. Early in the day, though, honestly, at the venue, nothing but water.
Yeah.
It was way too hot to even consider an alcoholic beverage. And then we did a little Fox and Hen for breakfast the next day, a little place very close to the residence, and it was only like 2 blocks away. And man, was that good. They had an extensive drink menu, cocktails and all that. We didn't do cocktails. We just got coffees. I mean, I'd go back for mimosas or an Aperol Spritz or whatever the heck they had a lot of specialty ones that had, different concoctions. But the food was really good. The atmosphere was really good. It was a little loud for a small place. I was disappointed that the acoustics weren't a little bit better in there. But other than that, I honestly can't say anything but positive things. Actual menus, folks. No QR code bullshit. Real menus.
Did you use your hand sanitizer afterwards?
No, I'm not a germaphobe. And then they did tell us that they apply a 20% tip to your bill, but they tell you up front, they tell you how the tip is being distributed 10% to the back of house, 10% to front of house. And if you gave anything additional on top of that, that went directly to the waitress or wait staff, whoever your waiter was. I don't love when they automatically apply the tip for you, but at the same time, they made it very clear up front. There was nothing hidden. It wasn't just written out in small print on the menu. The waitress explained everything to you, so you knew before you were ordering. And she was happy to split our bill out at the end. And between so the three of us got our own individual bills. Lovely place. Can't say enough about it. Highly recommend if you're in that area, by all means. It's Spear and something. Spear is the main road, but then I forget what the cross street is, but it's quite good. So
are they open for evenings also?
Oh, that's a good question. I did not pay attention because we were just focused on getting some breakfast. Definitely lunch, I believe, because Hasty got a tuna melt. So I know they had that on the menu. So I know they're open for lunch, but I don't know if they're open for dinner. But with all the cocktails they have, and it looks like a nice little neighborhood restaurant to go to. You know what I mean? Maybe they are open for dinner. I don't know. We'd have to check the Google machine to know. I don't know.
You'll put a link out there for the
I
restaurant,
sure will.
and people can find out.
I sure will.
If they're,
Yes, definitely.
Next time you go, get me something.
I will.
Bring it back.
There you go.
Yeah. I had my own issue with the Netflix.
Uh-oh. Goddamn Netflix.
I know, because somebody kidnapped my account.
Yeah.
And I was paying for a premier membership on top of my own membership under their ID. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how it all happened. But anyway, so I'm on the phone last week and I get it squared away.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to look on my TV set to get to Netflix and I have to sign in.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, somehow I've come up with 2 or 3 IDs. And I wrote down what it was that the guy set it up for at Netflix. And then I wrote down the password that I said I had assigned to it. So I'm in my chair trying to get the Netflix on and I have to sign in. So I'm trying to think, okay, now which ID did I use? Is it this one or is it that one? Finally figured out which one it was. And then it goes to enter your password. Well, the password that I thought I had, it wasn't. That's not the one it recognized. So I had to go back and try a couple other ones that I had thought I had used before. Anyway, I did that on my phone. And then I go to start it on the TV. And then I've got this thing comes on with a QR code and enter this number. Mm-hmm. And I swear to God, it took me an hour. It took me an hour to get that Netflix up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Just going back and forth with the different user IDs, with the different passwords. And I swear I had written down the right one, but I don't know what's going on.
But you got it all squared away now.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get myself an IT guru just to take care of me that way. And I need a handyman. And I got my Costco delivery. That was worthwhile.
Oh, what did we get from the Costco? Oh, you mean like food?
Some food, but mostly it was like the cat litter. I wanted Costco to deliver it because the last time I went to Costco, they had it like on a lower shelf. And I had to like bend over and stoop in and try to grab it and bring it out and then put it in the cart. And so I thought, well, this time I'm getting the cat litter. Let somebody young bring it. Oh, is he young?
Oh,
did
that's
he bring
right.
it?
Oh, boy. Oh, folks, you should have seen the picture of this guy. Yummy.
He just whipped that thing right out of the back of his vehicle.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Of course, he did have a man bun, but
not in the picture you sent. His hair was flowing.
Not in the picture. Yes, it was.
Woo.
Yes, it was.
I agree. I'm not a fan of the man bun, but man, that picture you sent, oh my God.
Yeah. And he was really nice. He's a yoga teacher too.
So he's bendy.
But he needs to supplement his income, so he does that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. But that really brightened up my week. Yeah.
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 And he came to your door. Everybody says you can't sit at home and expect somebody to just come knocking on your door.
That's right.
Lies.
Well said, Auntie. See all those lies they tell us women.
No.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
So anyway, he was a good guy. I liked him. So.
I bet you did.
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, and his arms, his biceps were just.
I love
they.
arms.
Oh my God, there wasn't an ounce of fat on them.
Were they
And
veiny?
I didn't
I
look that
love the
closely. I mean, because
veins.
he was well tanned.
Oh my God, you're making it so. Oh my God. Stop, Auntie Joan.
But they weren't, those big, ugly, massive biceps. They were those nice ones, that, yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I used to be an arm girl.
Arms.
Yeah.
I can get lost just staring at an arm, like to the point where I'm like, they probably know that I'm staring because I'm just like, drool's coming out of the corner of my mouth.
Have you ever seen a man so beautiful that you can't look at him? I have.
Yes. My eye doctor years ago, not my current one. He's a nice looking guy, but not like this guy. This was in Broomfield. And I'd never been to this eye doctor before. Or maybe I had, but it wasn't him. Like I've been to the place, but not him. And he walked in and I was just like, I couldn't function. But he had a flaw. He talked at this decibel the entire time. I don't know if he was a little hard of hearing or what, but he talked so loud. And I was just like, he was like echoing in the room. And I'm just like, I think I could forgive this because you don't need to talk, so it's fine. Otherwise, he was beautiful. And of course, he's up in my face because he's looking in my eyes and stuff. I'm like, I'm going to lose my mind. Yes. How about you?
Yes, I was at a wedding and the best man, and he was from South America, I think.
Ooh, Latin lover.
Beautiful. He was beautiful, and honest to God, I could not look at him. I think for fear that I wouldn't stop, Once I started, I couldn't. Yeah. And it's funny how, that one brief encounter, and here it is, like 35 years later, I still remember it.
Stays
Don't
with
ask
ya.
me his name, but yeah.
Names don't matter. That's unnecessary information.
No. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now we're on to the part of our program where we discuss what we're watching. But this week we have a twist. Auntie Joan,
we do.
Tell everybody the twist.
Well, this week, the week that we're recording this, the 76 Emmy Awards nominations came out. And I think it's something we need to discuss.
Okay.
This will cover various and sundry award nominations in various and sundry categories.
What in the hell are you talking about?
The Emmys.
All right. What the hell is various and sundries?
Different.
Oh, you can't just say different. That's a long way to say different.
That's all right. I'm sophisticated.
Okay.
I have a great command of the English language. So there you go.
Okay.
So the first thing, and now you looked at the nominations?
I did.
Okay. The drama series, to me, it wasn't any big news. I've seen The Crown and The Morning Show. I did watch The Gilded Age. The one Shogun, which got the most nominations ever, 25 Emmy nominations, is also in there, and from FX, which I have not watched. It looked like it would be interesting, but I just haven't watched it.
I have not either.
So do you have any feelings about The Crown or any of the other nominees that...
I think I only watched the very first season of The Crown and then lost interest. The Gilded Age, I think I only made it through episodes 1 and 2 and then lost
Mm.
interest. Although
Mm-hmm.
that is one of Hayes' favorite shows.
Mm.
The morning show I am up to date on, but I really thought the end of last season was going to be the end of the show, complete like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
series finale. It's not. But I canceled Apple Plus, and I don't think I will reinstate it just for the morning show whenever the new season comes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I hate when they make TV shows out of movies, so I have no interest in that. Shogun, I think I remember seeing that come through on Hulu because FX and Hulu are affiliated.
Oh, right. Right.
But I did not watch it. Slow Horses, I love Gary Oldman
I do
people.
too.
So I did not see that. Another Apple Plus. And Three Body Problem. I saw that on Netflix. I don't honestly. I kept thinking like it's something I should probably watch, but I never did. Did you watch that one?
No, and there's, I don't know, nothing spiked my interest with that for
Hmm.
some reason. It's just Slow Horses. I did watch a couple of episodes and it just, I don't know. I
Yeah.
had trouble getting into it. So,
Okay.
yeah. But here's where we're really going to fall on our faces.
No, we're
In
not.
some cases, in some cases, we're right up there. The comedy series. Now, I don't care for comedy series, but this is going to prove me wrong in some cases. Have you watched Abbott Elementary?
Yes. I
And
am
what
an
do you think?
avid watcher of Abbott
Okay.
Elementary.
It looks like it would be really good, but I never got into that
It's
either.
very cute. It's a cute, funny. It's very much in the theme of The Office and Modern Family, where she'll talk to the camera like she's like they're shooting a documentary or whatever.
Oh,
Uh,
was Modern Family like that too?
oh yeah.
Oh, huh.
No studio audience of any kind. So a lot of
Mhm.
subtle looks here and there, and
Mhm.
and the cast is good.
Yeah, the
Um,
cast looks really good too.
yeah, it doesn't hit every week when it's on, but it's all in all, I would say it stays in my rotation. Let's put it that way.
And then the next was our favorite, The Bear.
Boo. Yeah, the highest nominations, 23. I,
Well,
I
second highest. It's after Shogun. Shogun got more.
oh, I mean from a comedy series
Oh,
perspective.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I stand behind everything we talked about last week.
I do too,
So,
absolutely. Yeah. Too chaotic. Don't care about the characters, all
nope.
that stuff. And then Curb Your Enthusiasm, another one that we loved seeing go.
Yeah. But it only got 4 nominations too. So I think it was a last ditch.
Yeah.
Since it was the finale, we'll throw you a bone and give you an Emmy nomination. Not clearly they didn't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not yet.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. How about Hacks? Did you like that?
So I have to say this past season was probably one of my favorites. The other two.
This new one?
Yeah, the latest season. The other two, I was on the fence about Hacks the entire time. I love Jean Smart. I adore her. Always have from Designing Women days. Love, love, love her. She's very, very funny, and anything she's been in, I've liked her character. But the show itself, I wasn't enamored with. But this last season, I was like, all right, I'm definitely sticking with it for as long as it's going to be on.
Now, see, I watched the first season, and then the other two I just haven't got into. And I liked the first season, but no, I don't know. I do like Jean Smart also. I think she's great.
Agreed.
Yeah. And she's up for an Emmy for that.
She sure
Yeah.
is.
Only Murders in the Building.
I'm hooked. I love that show. I love Steve Martin. I love Martin Short. In my mind, they can do no wrong. Could do without Selena Gomez. No offense. Don't think she's a very good actress. Don't think she's a very good character in the show. They love her, adore her. I've seen them on interviews and things like that, and they just boast about her. They just adore her, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But the show itself, I do like.
She might be a really nice person, you know?
Yeah, because
Kind
she
of
was
a
on some
love-
of the podcasts I listened to. She made her rounds, and she's a nice person for sure.
And she had is it a kidney or liver kidney transplant?
She had something pretty significant. I don't
yeah.
remember exactly what it was, but yeah.
So she's paid her dues.
Oh, for sure.
But I agree with you. I don't think she's, that great of an actor. But then what do we know? Because she's also up for an Emmy for that
Yeah,
role.
she won't win it.
We hope. I like Martin Short. I've kind of had my fill of Steve Martin.
Oh, I love him.
I thought that not Glenn Close. Oh, here we go again. Not Glenn Close, but
The other one.
Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Meryl Streep.
She made this season worthwhile. She's really good.
Yes.
And she's up for an Emmy for that too.
Which she probably will win, and it's just going to piss people off. But that's
I think she deserves it though. I think
she was
really
a good character on it.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. And then Palm Royale, which you wouldn't have seen because it was on Apple TV.
I saw some of it at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Kristen Wiig. I wanted to love it. I thought it was going to be amazing, and it fell flat for me.
Yeah, it was. And Carol Burnett was in that also.
Yes, that's why I really wanted to watch it, was for Carol Burnett. And her character I thought was funny, but the rest of it I could have done without.
How about Reservation Dogs?
So now this is interesting to me. First of all, that it's in the comedy category, because I would not consider that a comedy. Although there were some funny aspects to it, I definitely thought it was more of a drama. And secondly, that ended in 2023. I'm confused as to how it wasn't part of last Emmy season, because the season ended in, I forget when, in 2023. I'm shocked to see it out there. Let's put it that way, because it's over. It's not coming back. It's done. The series is series finale. It's over. So I don't even understand how it made the list for 2024. I don't get it. When I saw that, I was like, wait, because I saw it on your list when you sent it. I'm like, oh my God, did I miss a season? So I went back out there. I'm like, because I watched it from season 1 all the way through. It's 3 seasons, I think. 2 for sure. I think 3 though. Yeah. And I got all excited because I was like, oh my God, they must have made another season. I didn't know about it. No, it still ended in 2023. So I don't know how it's even on the list. I did like this show. I find it, like I said, it's in a weird category. I would not put it in a comedy series. But then again, I wouldn't put The Bear in a comedy series.
I would not either. I don't know what. Maybe they put it there because I don't know.
I don't get it, but yeah.
I don't either.
But let's talk about the last one. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Love this show!
I was surprised to see it, but oh so happy. I'm thrilled that they got it.
Me too. Well deserved. I hope this gets more people watching and it gets more of a following. I just adore this show. Every single character I am in love with. I just can't get enough. Nandor is by far my favorite.
Yes.
But Laszlo with his kinks and his perversions. I just love Laszlo. And I know you love, what's his name?
Colin Robinson.
Colin Robinson.
It's a toss. Well, I guess he's number 1, but boy, right close up there is Nando. Oh my gosh.
I love him. And a female that I can't remember her name, but I love her too. She can get a little obnoxious, but at the same time, she's got some great lines.
Yeah, she does.
Some great lines. She delivers them so well. Sadly, a lot of times it's hard to understand her. I think with the fake teeth in, she does an accent, and I think it just kind of gets garbled a little bit. Thankfully, I usually have the subtitles on. So
me
that
too.
helps tremendously. But yeah, she's a little hard to understand. But yeah, I just absolutely love this show. I cannot get enough of it. Love, love,
and
love.
I would never have watched it had it not been for you.
It's so good, folks. If you haven't seen it, please, 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 please watch it. It's on FX. You get it on the Hulu machine as well. There's, I think we're 4 seasons in at this point, perhaps, maybe more.
Not sure.
I don't even know, but they're short. They're 22 minutes. They're a sitcom, so it's they go fast, and it's I highly recommend.
Yeah.
They have lots of guest stars make appearances. I just can't
was
get
John
enough.
Hamm in that? Was he?
He's in everything, so probably.
I
don't remember off the top of my head. But
well, I like you said, I fell in love with Colin Robinson.
Yes.
And his real name.
He's the energy vampire, folks. So he's not your traditional vampire. He is plain clothes.
He sucks the energy out of people.
Energy. That's how he survives. It's hysterical. Love him.
He's played by Mark Hope. Anyway, one of my other all-time favorites is
Dwight Schrute.
Oh, Dwight Schrute. Yep, from The Office. I just about died and went to heaven when I saw those episodes on The Office when not only was Dwight on there, but also Colin Robinson. Of course, he had a different character name on The
Yes.
Office, but oh, it was imagine just seeing those two together.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yep,
good.
yep, yeah.
I
So
hope they
those were the
win. I don't think they will, but I hope they do. That would be a coup. If they
it would.
win, oh, that would be a
They
coup.
they're up for
Eight
nominations.
nominations. Yeah. Good on
So
them.
that's
That's
yeah.
fantastic. I'm
And
excited.
then the limited or anthology series,
Mm-hmm.
Baby Reindeer, which we've talked about,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was going to be a comedy. I was quite surprised.
Correct. It was well done.
Yes.
Something I don't need to see again. Very well done. I'm happy to see them on the list because I thought
Yes.
it was
Yes.
well done.
Fargo. I love any of the Fargos.
I've never
Yeah.
gotten into Fargos.
Oh, yeah. Any of the Fargos I'll watch.
No.
Lessons in Chemistry. That was on Apple. You probably didn't see it.
I can't remember if I saw that. No, I did not see it. That was coming on right when I canceled. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's one of those that goes back like to the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
early 60s and where women were. And
Mm-hmm.
I always like those kind of shows. Ripley. Now, did you watch that one?
I want to say 3 episodes in and called it a night and said I'll go back to it. I've never been back.
I thought it was pretty good. It was on The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
It showed a different side of whatever that character's name was.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if it's award winning or not. And then True Detective, Night Country with Jodie Foster and Callie Rice, an American professional boxer and actress.
I think the acting was good. The story was not.
I was just disappointed at the ending. I thought it was going to be a little more surreal or supernatural. So there's that. I did see Mr. Monk's Last Case.
I never watched the Monk series, so I
Oh,
didn't.
yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
I people loved it. I don't know why it never really got my attention. I do love Tony Shalhoub. I don't know why I didn't get into it.
Lead actor in a drama series. There's our guy, Idris Elba.
Love him. Hijack sucked.
I just thought the ending sucked. That was a disappointment.
It was a huge letdown.
All righty. And then supporting actor in a comedy series, I had to declare Bowen Yang. I love
Bowen Yang.
Yes.
Love. Yes. All in. Bowen
Yes.
Yang.
Mhm.
Bowen Yang for the win.
Yes, indeedy.
Love him. Saturday Night Live.
Yep. Supporting actress in a limited or anthology series.
Lily
Well,
Gladstone.
yeah, that'd be nice. Although Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
I mean, because I'm so used to seeing her in comedies,
Yep.
So
She did really well in that.
she did.
She was a twisted one.
And then we have the talk series, The Daily Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Late Night with Seth Meyers, and The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Really?
Seth Meyers.
But he never has singers on.
Seth Meyers. Don't fight with me.
And then scripted variety series, and this is a new one, right?
Don't like it.
Because Last Week Tonight with John Oliver always won.
That's right.
They had to make a new category, and they put him up against Saturday Night Live.
It's going to be...
That's apples and oranges, isn't it?
It'll be... John Oliver's going to win. Although Saturday Night Live got 17 nominations, and John only got 6. So...
Quality rather than quantity.
Yeah.
My youngest stepson, his wife's uncle was the lighting guy for Jeopardy. He's won Emmys himself for the lighting for Jeopardy. So how about that?
No.
So that's it for the Emmys.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Time will tell.
While they may honor The Bear and some other shows that we've panned, we still stand by our
Oh yeah, it's changes
reviews.
nothing for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
So there we go. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now we're on to the part of our program where we discuss commercials we have to talk about. And this week we're going to talk about Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey. And folks, I'm not a whiskey drinker. I'll be flat out honest with you. And I got to tell you, this sounds positively fucking disgusting.
I'll be the judge of that.
But Auntie Joan, what are your thoughts on just the flavor name itself?
Well, just seeing the name kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it sounded disgusting. But then I went and opened the commercial and looked at it, and them pouring that fine amber liquid into the glasses with the nice big ice cubes. It started making me wonder, I wonder what this tastes like. I got to try me some.
So if anybody wants to send us a bottle of the Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey, Auntie Joan for sure try. I will smell it, gag, and give it the bottle back to Auntie Joan.
I bet it's got a nice little flavor to it.
Then again, it may be what my whiskey's been waiting for, because I hate whiskey. So maybe this is the answer to drink whiskey, but really wasn't a calling to drink whiskey either. I don't know.
Yeah, just put that little bit of zing in it.
Yes.
Do you like peanuts?
I love peanuts. I love peanuts. I like peanut butter as well, a lot. I just don't like peanut butter in desserts.
So you don't like chocolate peanut butter stuff?
I hate Reese's.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, not a fan. I do like the Snickers, but they're not my go-to. They're not my favorite. I do like the Snickers, but Reese's peanut butter cups, no.
Have you tried them frozen?
Mm-hmm. No good for me. Don't like it.
Oh, Auntie.
Don't like it.
Oh, your life has been so...
But I love me a good peanut butter and banana sandwich. That makes me happy.
I've never tried it with banana.
Love it. And peanut butter and jelly, of course.
Ugh, no, never.
Always. Just peanut butter sandwich is fine with me, but that I like to eat with soup. And I like to dunk it in my soup.
Oh my gosh.
Love
that
it.
And you cringe at the thought of putting it in whiskey?
Yes, I do. I do.
What kind of soup?
Any soup. Not really like tomato. Vegetable soup, back in the day, chicken noodle soup for sure. That's where it all started. But yeah, those kind of savory soups, quite delicious. Not like cream of broccoli, that would be disgusting.
But vegetable soup.
But vegetable soup, perfect. It's a perfect combination. Oh my God. And then just a peanut butter sandwich with where the bread is toasted. And then you put the peanut butter so it gets all soft with a glass of milk. Oh, now it's almond milk for me, or milk substitute of some kind. Delicious.
My mom introduced us as kids to this particular sandwich because I think maybe bacon was too expensive. Toasted, white bread. Peanut butter, lettuce, and tomato. So instead of bacon, lettuce, and tomato, it was peanut butter, lettuce, and tomato.
I don't have any tomatoes. If I had some, I would absolutely try this tonight.
They're good. They're really good. I honestly, I don't make them anymore, but yeah, they were worthy. And as a vegan, that might be something worth a try.
My peanut butter and banana sandwiches are pretty darn delicious, though. I'm not even going to lie to you, because you get the extra sweet with the banana on the nice peanut butter. Oh, yeah. Bring it. Delicious.
My childhood best friend, if I was over at her house and we had lunch, it'd be peanut butter with marshmallow whip.
I never understood that.
Oh, it's good.
No, I never liked the fluff.
Very sweet, though. Very sweet.
Never was a fan of the fluff. Give me a marshmallow any day, but the fluff you can take.
You know what? I hate marshmallows.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
Yeah.
I hate the fluff. Never, ever, ever liked it. No.
I usually would just have peanut butter and butter.
Peanut butter and butter?
I didn't want it with jelly. Nope.
Oh. I like butter and jelly.
Oh, yeah, I like that too.
But not peanut butter and butter. That's too much butter. That's butter. Butter. Yeah. So the commercial is very quirky, and I don't fully understand why they needed that setting for that commercial, but it's cute. I do like the suave gentleman in it who's pouring the whiskey and answering the king's questions. And then there's a random Scottish dude, and then there's a bird or a hen talking about grains. I don't understand why. But it's like he's on trial. It's weird. It's a weird commercial, folks, but it doesn't offend me in any way. It doesn't bother me. It's just weird. Quirky and weird. The guy who is the spokesperson definitely has a very nice, smooth delivery. But
I wonder if I can get one of those little taster bottles at the
a nip?
Is that what they call them?
Yes.
Wonder if I could just get a nip of that to see what it tastes like.
So yeah, cute commercial. I don't think I have a need to buy the product, but again, if one of our listener would like to send us a bottle to taste, by all means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give her a try.
I'll give it a try, or if Skrewball would like to sponsor us.
There you go.
We'd be okay with that too. And then we can try the
product.
We can be bought. Yes, that is true. So it's like olden day meets modern. Like he's dressed in normal modern attire, but everything else is kings, and it looks like a king's court. I don't understand what they're trying to get across with it.
I was focused on the liquid.
Shouldn't even notice there were people in it. But yeah, it's a strange little commercial. The first time I saw it, I'm like, what in holy hell is this? And then I was like, ew, peanut butter whiskey?
Did that come up on one of those, things because of your service? Was it like the Peacock where they stick the commercials in over and over and over again? I've not seen that before that I know of.
They don't play it a lot. It's just, again, when I see it, send an email to our email address to add it to the list, because I don't know if I'll see it again. I have seen it more than just once. This one, the peanut butter whiskey one, it's not a recurring thing, not like Otezla was for the longest time, and that kind of stuff that makes my eyes hurt. Definitely on the Peacock's the only place I get commercials.
Well, Netflix, don't you get them on Netflix too, because you got the cheaper?
No, I don't have the cheaper. I have
Oh, you paid for the ad
sure
free?
shit did. If you guys have tried Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey, we'd love to hear from you. We are on the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, and of course, rss.com. So leave us a comment, leave us some information, tell us what you're doing. I mean, of course, we're on for music and stuff. We're on Apple, we're on Pandora, we're on Spotify, we're on all of them, folks. Pretty much everything. Yeah. The only thing we don't do is the Twitter or the TikTok. We're not there, but everywhere else we are. So look us up by all means and drop us a note and tell us if you've tried this stuff, because it sounds like I would throw up a little in my mouth. Not even gonna lie. But Auntie Joan, anything else you wanted to talk about with our listener today?
I don't think so.
All right, sounds like a wrap for yet another wonderful pickled watermelon rinds episode.
You betcha.
Auntie signing off.
And Auntie Joan saying bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. We thank you for listening. And remember, when life eats away at your core, make pickled watermelon rinds.